Bearing in mind the goal of building a community with a shared future for mankind, General Secretary Xi Jinping proposed to jointly build a clean and beautiful world and promote global sustainable development. Last year, General Secretary Xi Jinping put forth the Global Development Initiative, calling for stronger, greener, and healthier global development. This provides a fundamental guidance and program of action for us to actively participate in global environmental governance. As a participant, contributor, and pioneer in the development of global ecological civilization, we have firmly practiced multilateralism and worked hard to build a global environmental governance system that features fairness, equity, and win-win cooperation, making our contribution to the sustainable development of mankind. First, we made good progress in developing green cooperation under the Belt and Road Initiative. We established the Belt and Road Green Development International Alliance, and we strengthened policy dialogue, joint research, and capacity building with other member countries. And we included support for the UN 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development in the Belt and Road cooperation. Up to now, the alliance has more than 150 partners in more than 40 countries. The Green Silk Road Messenger program has been implemented and strengthened exchange on technology innovation in the field. We have trained more than 3,000 environmental management personnel, experts, and scholars from more than 120 countries, building consensus and synergy for green development. Second, we took an active part in global environmental governance. We made steady efforts to promote the full and effective implementation of the UN Framework Convention on Climate Change and its Paris Agreement. General Secretary Xi Jinping pledged solemnly that we will strive to peak CO2 emission before 2030 and achieve carbon neutrality before 2060. We vigorously supported the green and low-carbon development of energy in developing countries and pledged not to build new coal power projects abroad. We accepted the Kigali Amendment to the Montreal Protocol to strengthen the control of non-CO2 greenhouse gases. We actively implemented the Convention on Biological Diversity and its protocols. Over the past decade, China's implementation of biodiversity conservation goals has been better than the global average. We successfully held the first phase of COP15, and the Kunming Declaration was released. At the meeting, General Secretary Xi Jinping announced that China would take the lead in investing 1.5 billion yuan to establish the Kunming Biodiversity Fund to support biodiversity conservation in developing countries and fully leverage China's presidency to steer the process of global biodiversity governance. Third, we carried out multilateral and bilateral environmental cooperation. We established the China-EU high-level dialogue mechanism on environment and climate and actively carried out exchange and dialogue mechanisms such as the SCO Member States Environment Ministers Meeting and the China-ASEAN Environmental Cooperation Forum. We strengthened South-South cooperation and cooperation with neighboring countries and supported projects and actions in areas such as biodiversity conservation, green economy, chemical management, and implementation of international environmental conventions in Africa, Southeast Asia, and South Asia, which produced good results. As of June 2022, 43 climate change cooperation documents have been signed with 38 developing countries, helping relevant countries improve their ability to cope with climate change by providing climate response supplies such as meteorological satellites, photovoltaic power generation systems, and new energy vehicles. Going forward, we will continue to implement Xi Jinping's thought on ecological civilization, work with all parties to address global environmental challenges, and contribute to the building of a community with a shared future for mankind.